Hey, I just I remember a time where it used to take me like 12 hours to make $100. And going back to that, I would realize that I would have to just painfully work my ass off to not even get paid what I'm worth. Okay? And why am I sharing that with you? Well, my name is Paulo CQ.
And I'm Cassandra Lee, and together we are
The
the Power Couple.
Sorry we're starting a little late, right? But the reason why I'm sharing that with you guys is because the stuff that we're going to be teaching you here, guys, is golden. Okay, the stuff that you're going to be learning here in today's training is going to give you the ability to really develop a skill set to create an income on demand.
Absolutely. Now, I remember when we decided, we're going to do this last minute, training just to see how many people are really hungry and would get on. Now, if you're here, I want to congratulate you. Okay, here's why I want to congratulate you. Because you're telling us that you are extremely serious about taking your business to the next level. So if you are here, you are going to listen in on a powerful training that no one else can hear and listen on. And that's pretty powerful because you guys are going to get some real good secrets tonight, or this afternoon rather. I'm used to saying tonight, right, because our trainings are always on Thursdays. But, you're going to get some secrets that no one else is going to get because you're here today. So congratulations, because you could have been doing anything else, and you said to yourself, no, you're really gonna, just be here. And you blocked out this time to be here today, and I just want to congratulate you. We want to say thank you for being here. We're excited to have you. If it's your first time here, I mean, it would be weird if it isn't. Usually we have the people who are already on our list you should be here, but if there's anyone here that's here for the first time, we just want to say what's up. We're so glad to meet you, and we look forward to training you here this afternoon. I'm pumped up. I'm excited. Just keep the camera this way.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay,
I'm always messing stuff up. So, guys, we're going to be talking about creating team momentum, right? And in the process of doing that, you guys are going to walk away here, and you're going to say, holy crap, I can't believe I just learned that, right?
Absolutely.
Now, why is it so important for somebody building a team, right? Well, some of you guys are probably not even sponsoring as much as you should, and that's not what we're going to talk about. Well, that's another training, but I want you to focus here. But, babe, why don't you share with us why the benefits, why is it important for team momentum to be established?
Okay, so here's the reason why, okay? When you first start getting a team, what seems to be the issue or the challenge that many people have is that when they get the team doesn't seem to know what to do, okay? And that produces a lack of production, which then gets what? It gets people to do absolutely nothing, no results. The team just stays stagnant. You just have a group of people paying for an auto ship or a subscription. What we want to do is help you build an actual business. And you have to understand that this is a business, and you got to treat it like a business, not a sign-up game. It shouldn't be, hey, just go out there and go get 3 people. No, it shouldn't be, hey, just go talk to everyone. It shouldn't be that. There should be a strategy. There should be a training. There should be learning. There should be duplication. There should be sustainability. You need to build a business, and you got to understand how to do that. So today, what we're going to be talking about is how to develop that team momentum that brings a wave, and you ride that wave. No, I'm just kidding. You ride that wave of momentum, and it really just gets what? Your team to start seeing results. You start seeing results. It builds your team to a whole nother level, and you get to a whole nother level. So that's what I'm excited about.
Absolutely, right? So before we can talk about some of these principles, right, what needs to be established is something simple, right? And it's this, right? You got to ask yourself, why is it that my team keeps quitting? Why is it that my team, every time I bring somebody in, someone is leaving the door, which makes you go into this vicious cycle of bringing one person in just to later then find out that person has quit, right?
Absolutely.
Now, the first thing that we want to talk about here is a couple of things. You see, when we got started, okay, cool. When we got started, right? When we got started about 12 months ago, and I mean, we've been in the industry for quite a while now, a couple of years, right? And one of the biggest problems that we were facing is that, first of all, it would be hard as hell to bring somebody into the team.
Oh my goodness.
Right? I mean, and because that person, 1, was not qualified, 2, right, just wasn't serious about it, and 3, we had no team culture, nothing, no one was getting results, there's no strategy behind anything. Teams and people in our team would leave. Therefore, our team would crash. Therefore, we would have to rebuild it. Therefore, it just took us like a million years to get one person in, and now that person just left, and damn it, we find ourselves either with one team member, we find ourselves sponsoring 10, 20, 50 people, right? And then all of a sudden there's like 1 or 2 people who are active, right? And it sucks, right? Because I want to tell you something, right? Obviously, in order to really succeed big, you need a team, right? You need a team. You need a team. And we're going to cover, based on what we left off on last week, right? We're going to talk about some of those things that we left off, which is a weekly pattern, right? How to create a leadership team, right? That gets people to want to be part of a leadership group, which gets them to start producing results, right? So it's going to be really cool stuff. By the way, how you doing, Nancy? I know you're on here, right?
Yeah. Hey, if you guys are enjoying this, or getting ready to enjoy it, right? We haven't really touched anything just yet. But if you're excited about what we're about to say, go ahead and put it in the comments because we're pumped up. We're pumped up. You ready, baby?
Yeah, I'm ready. And
awesome.
Yeah, we're going to get started. We're going to start writing some stuff back there. I promise you, you're going to leave here knowing information that's going to change your life, okay? Because it changed our life. So in order for you to really understand that, okay, this concept started back 12 months ago when we were building a team. And I remember just having a lot of people. It was a particular, at the time, our team was basically built strictly on friends and family. Now, how many of you guys have built a team that way and have come to realize that friends and family and building a business that way is probably not very sustainable? It's probably not very, it doesn't secure a financial stability or anything like that, right? So we brought people in, right? And we started to find out that as we brought people in, our team was just dead. Our culture was dead. Nobody was getting results, nothing. So you're probably saying to yourself, how do you start team momentum? Well, that's the same exact question that I was asking myself, right? I had like 6 team members, all of them quit. And then we said, you know what, we're going to start this from scratch. We're going to do this again. We're going to use the internet to leverage, right? And then we're going to bring people into our team. We're going to do this damn thing right. So the first 2 things that in order for a team culture to be established in momentum, 2 things, sponsoring and selling. Those 2 things are going to create results. And you're probably saying, okay, I get it. I know I need to get results, right? No, you don't get it. Because you need a strategy in a way that automatically allows somebody who's brand new, plug them into a system and gets them to get a real result right away. Whether it's a lead, whether it's a prospect, whether it's a sale, whether it's a minuscule result, you need to have results in your team right away. When you start building results immediately for the new person, what it does, it creates fire within.
Yes.
And you start building a tribe, okay? A tribe is different than, this is what we want to help you understand. We want to help you understand how to build a tribe from within rather than building a team, guys. A team is cool, but a team will quit on you. A tribe will stick with you forever.
Absolutely.
And we're going to show you principles and concepts that's not going to take all of your time. You don't have to be the expert, right, to actually have your team succeed, right? And we're also going to share with you that by creating momentum in your team with the stuff that she's going to be painting out for you, right, you're going to realize that you're going to massively start getting results. And not just you, but your teammates. Not just you, but everyone around you. And in the process of doing that, not only are you going to protect your income, your residual income, which you so badly want, but at the same time, you're going to be able to build off your residual income, right? So then you can feel good about bringing people in, knowing that people are not quitting left and right. Now, yes, there will be people who quit, but the likelihood of people quitting will go down. Your attrition rate will drop the moment your team starts to produce results, right? So with that being said, baby, why don't you just go ahead and share with everybody what you were going to get into here.
Absolutely. Okay, so before we actually get into the principles, the timeline of momentum, what we're going to do is first I want you to understand what momentum even means, okay? We call this Big Mo. Okay, that's what we call this. Big Mo. What is Big Mo? Big momentum, all right? We like to give him a nickname.
Let me introduce you to Big Mo.
Yeah, we like to give him a personification, right? Because when you know who Big Mo is and you know how Big Mo operates, you become unstoppable.
Unstoppable.
You become unstoppable. You want to be the hottest team in your business? Understand this concept, all right? So imagine this. This is Big Mo, okay? You have this little square-head dude. I call him, what do I call him? I forgot. Bob. I call him Bob. This is actually, quick story. I created Bob in art in my sophomore year in high school. It was a project that I had to do, and I drew Bob. It was to create your own character. Now, I'm not the artist.
That's actually a cool story that she told me.
Yeah, I'm not the artist, the best artist in the world. So I literally created a stick figure, and I created my stick figure doing different poses. So it was like Bob, cool Bob, dancing Bob, sad Bob, angry Bob, muscular Bob, and I created different versions of this stick figure, and the project was due, one morning, and I had forgotten, and the teacher was like, all right, pull out your projects. I'm going to call each person one by one, and as it was coming to my approach, I was like, oh, I got to think of something, and that's how Bob was created, literally like five minutes before the assignment was due. So I get to the desk, I show it to the teacher, and the teacher looks at me, and she's like, Cassandra, what is this? And I'm like, this is Bob. This is Bob.
True story.
And then she's like, okay. I don't even know how to grade this. And I'm like, it's Bob. It's like, you have dancing Bob. You have This is Bob. I was really proud of Bob. And then she gave me a C. And I looked at her, and I said, Miss Cheryl, a C? You're going to give me a C? And she's like, yeah, like, come on, Cassandra, that's a stick figure. And I'm like, no, that's Bob. I was like, I don't have the advantage that many people in this room have. I don't know how to draw. You're comparing me to the best artists in the class. This is what I can do with the best of my ability. That at least deserves an A. And she looked at me, and she started laughing. And she was like, okay, all right, I'll give you a B. And I got her to give me a higher grade in a 10-minute conversation from doing an assignment 5 minutes before I handed it in. I love telling that story because it's a true story, and it was me testing my influence. I was reading a book on influence, and I was trying to apply it in the class. But anyway, that was just a story. So this is my Bob character, and this is obviously Bob learning about Big Mo, okay? So you have this, imagine this big old, what do you even call this? Like a stone, right? Or a snowball, okay? And what happens is you're trying to push. I want you to understand how Big Mo operates. From the start, this is the hardest part right here. Okay, this is the hardest part. This is called, this is when you waste your most energy. This is the most time-consuming part of your journey. Okay, this is the hardest part. That's why they say it takes, getting to your first $10,000 in a single month is the hardest thing before you can, do anything. It's the hardest part of your growth. But from 10 to 30K, boy, does it go fast, okay? Once you're doing, this is where you have to do whatever it takes. This is where you're doing, everything's at stake, whatever it takes. Once the ball starts rolling, right, finally, the effort is the same, but the action or the result is easier. Okay, so for example, the push, it's hard. It's the same push, the same muscles. I didn't push. Okay, so when it finally starts rolling, it's not like Bob stopped rolling for a second, went and worked out for 3 to 5 months, got stronger, and then was able to push it easier. No, the same Bob, the same lack of muscles, right? The same person.
Hey, we just got a new team member.
Awesome. The same person goes in and gets and pushes this stone with the same effort, but it happens faster. So if you look at it, right, by the time it starts rolling down and then it comes off of here, move your head a little bit, baby.
Sorry.
This stone is going to do what? It's going to fly. It's going to go, it's going to fly.
Oh my goodness.
It's going to fly.
That is so true.
Seriously.
You know what? I just want to say something real quick.
I have to get an eraser because I have another point.
Yeah, go ahead. This is really interesting, this picture that she drew out here, right? I want you guys to just take a look at this for a second, right? In the beginning, it's really strong, like she said, right? And all of a sudden, notice how when you're pushing the ball, it kind of takes a dip, right? And what that dip represents is right here at this moment is when you realize, are you the type of leader that's going to really make this happen, or are you going to quit? Because normally, right about when things are going to pick up and blow up for you and your business, all of a sudden you get to this point right over here, and you start questioning yourself. Is this really going to work? I'm doing stuff. I'm getting my word out there. I'm promoting my business the best that I can. And yeah, I might not know everything in marketing, and that's the reason why I'm here, because I want to learn from the power couple. But why is it that as I'm putting more work, my business is actually going down? And you see, that is the moment when you decide to hit it harder. Because as it takes a dip, you need to understand that this ball is rolling.
Yes,
And as it takes
rolling.
a dip, it's actually gaining even more momentum to shoot out.
This is the part where you're having that internal talk.
Yes.
Is this for me? Is this worth it?
Yeah.
Why am I even here? Does this even work? This is where that happens. If you are here, you're about to start being here. And you have to understand this concept. So I'm going to share a quick story. Then I'm going to talk about the timeline, and then we're going to talk about principles of momentum.
Yeah,
okay?
Let's do it. Absolutely.
So really quick, right? We like have a little space here for tonight's training, because like I have my charger here for the computer, and if I go this way, I'm going to rip the charger out. You see? Yeah. Okay. So anyway, so I want you to pay attention here, right? Listen to this story real quick. Okay. This is my story. It's called the frogs. Okay. So I want you to imagine this story here. If there's anything that you're going to get away, it's going to be the concept of momentum. It's up to you to implement it. So I want you to listen into this story and pay close attention. There's these two frogs, right? And they're brothers. And one brother looks at the other and he's like, yo, let's go on an adventure. And the other frog is like, on an adventure? Are you kidding me? We never go past, that bush. And then he's like, that's exactly why we should go. Let's go exploring. And then they're like, all right, fine, let's go. So they go out, being a little mischievous, and they go out on an adventure, and they start hopping and hopping around, and they get to this place where, they're more on civilization, right? And they see this bucket, and they're jumping and jumping, and they jump into this bucket, and this bucket is of cream. And they don't know what it is, right? So they get in, they're like, whoa, what is this? They taste it, like, oh my goodness, it tastes so good. They start swimming in it, they're drinking it, they're burping, they're having a good time. And then they get full, obviously, right? And then they realize, you know what, this is too much fun. Let's go back home. We've been out pretty late. So they go back home, right? And what happens is they try to get up the bucket, right? But they can't. They can't. Why? Because it's slippery. The curves of the bucket is hard to plant themselves on to get up. And there's nothing to put their feet on to launch themselves out. So they are, at a crossroads here. They're like, what do we do? It was a lot easier to get in than it was to get out. So, one brother says, we're going to get out. And the other brother says, we're going to get out. It's impossible to get out of here. He's like, no, come on. We can do this. Don't you believe in miracles? And then the brother says, in miracles? There's no miracles in the life of a frog. And he looks at him and he says, no miracles in the life of a frog. He's like, don't you remember when we were tadpoles and we only imagined to use our legs to hop on land? That happened. And he's like, that's a different story. Why don't we just stare at our motherland and die here with what dignity we have left? And the other frog just looks at him like he's absurd and says, no, I'm going to get out of here. So as one brother just looks at the motherland, he begins to sink, and he goes all the way to the bottom, and he dies. And the other frog, obviously in tears, is spinning in circles. He's swimming and swimming and swimming and swimming and swimming and swimming in these endless, useless, unending circles. And his muscles are getting tired, but the only thing he could think of is, I'm getting out of here. But then suddenly, this point of that swimming in circles, the only thing he can hear in his mind is his brother saying, there's no miracles in the life of a frog. And he begins to talk to himself, and he says, is he right? Is there really no miracles in the life of a frog? Am I doing this for nothing? Am I swimming in these circles for nothing? And at that point, he gets so exhausted, he just stops. And he expects to sink down like his brother did, but suddenly he feels something. And he extends his foot out, and he's like, oh, what's? And he touches it, and it's hard. And two things happen. He immediately gets extremely excited because he did something amazing. And the other feeling was, dang, my brother could be here to share this moment, but he gave up. So he puts his feet on whatever that was, and he jumps off and onto land. And you know what it was that he stepped on? All those swimming circles that he was doing ended up churning butter because he was in a bucket of cream. This is a powerful story because this story talks about one morale, and the morale is this. The problem is never the actions. It's the people that don't keep doing them. How is momentum created? By consistent, continuous action. Consistent, continuous action is how momentum is created. And if you can take that, you're going to see that there's something called the compound effect. And if you just continue to do and do and do and do and do and do and do, something is going to happen. So what we're going to do now is, I hope you really enjoyed that story. I'm going to show you the timeline, right? I want to show you how you begin to start having momentum. And the moment you start momentum, you become unstoppable.
I just think we should tell stories until you guys leave, because I think stories, right? I think stories help people out a lot more, honestly, right? But either way, we're going to give you what we promised you we're going to give you. We're going to give you an outline of what she just mentioned, right?
In fact, I want you guys to go out and share that story with someone.
Yeah, we challenge you to share that story with somebody, right? Heck, man, it might have been just a story that you needed to hear. Heck, I know that that's exactly what we needed to hear. Just a few months ago, we were trying to figure this thing out. We're like, why is it that we're putting more effort and nothing's happening, right? But guess what happened? Like my wife mentioned, I'm not sure if she said this, but she said it's never that the actions are the wrong thing. It's just the people that don't keep doing the actions, right? You have to ask yourself, if we're going to teach you right now something that could potentially allow you to build a organization, a living organism, right? A team that will explode with momentum. Are you going to take what we're going to share with you and apply it into your business? Are you actually going to do that? Or are you going to keep complaining about what you haven't done in the past? The things that you've been doing and have not been working. It's up to you, my friends, right? And we're going to teach you something that I believe is life-changing. I believe that if you take this and you actually have a current team, you can take these principles and blow up your business. I also want to let you know that by you choosing to stay here all the way to the end of this training, we got something for you. Yeah, you. I know you're watching.
Something that no one else gets because they didn't show up.
Exactly. And now you're probably saying, holy crap, what is it? Maybe I should stay. I was thinking of leaving, but now that girl who knows how to tell stories good got me motivated. This guy who's talking about me getting something, he's acting very ambiguous, and man, what is it? It's this mystery, right? Well, guess what? You're only going to know the mystery, and you're only going to know exactly what you're going to get if you stay to the whole thing and you actually apply this into your business.
This is going to be fun. All right, so pay attention here. If you understand this timeline, you're going to understand the principles my husband and I are about to share. But we can't share those principles if you don't understand this timeline, okay? Somebody joins, okay? We talked about this on Thursday night's webinar, so I'm not going to hit on this hard. I'm going to just, talk about what we're going to talk about today. So somebody joins. Immediately when they join, there's a point of contact where you pre-frame them about what to expect now that they're on your team, okay? It's where you talk about what they want, why they want it. It's where you talk about your vision, okay? And then every week you have a weekly pattern. A weekly pattern is a weekly get-together. It could be physically, you can get together, and actually, go over things. It's not to hang out. Don't think about that. No, 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 no. It's about training, teaching, motivating, inspiring. That's what the weekly pattern is, right? And you do that once a week. It can be through online. You can have like a hangout, and you see everyone on Google Hang. It's called a Google Hangout. Okay, it doesn't mean you're hanging out, right? You can also do conference call, whatever it is. You need a weekly pattern, okay? And then you have an event, okay? An event should be done every 3 months. Okay, I hope you're writing this down, okay? And then you have leadership. You create a leadership that ties back into the weekly pattern, right? And that develops. So the momentum starts here, okay? It starts from the beginning. It starts here, right? But then remember this little hill thing I'm talking about, right? It starts here. The weekly pattern starts going. The event really kicks it off, okay? That's what this does, okay? So now let's talk about some principles, okay? If you really want to build momentum in your team, you want to see Big Mo evident in your team, okay, then here's what we need to do. Because if you understand these principles, you can literally implement them right away, and you'll start seeing results. Let me know if you guys need me to go over anything, if you have any questions thus far. If you have, just anything. If you want me to repeat something, let me know. I want to know if you guys are, paying attention, okay? So, listen here, okay? When you have a team, this is how you create momentum. Number one, you have a vision. Okay? How does having a vision create team momentum? I'm going to switch out my marker. Give me one.
It's dying, right?
Yeah, where's the other black one?
Yeah.
Oh, on the floor. Okay.
On the floor. Here you go.
Thank you, baby.
Ooh, nice catch.
I know, teamwork.
She caught that. Boom.
All right, so listen here, right, baby. Can you talk about real quick why vision creates team momentum?
Yeah, absolutely, right? So vision, right? Let me just share our vision with you, right? Our vision is to help you, yes, you watching, right, give you the ability to liberate yourself from the grip of money by learning some top secret information that a lot of people are not willing to give you, therefore allowing you to finally be able to get the things that you want because money is no longer an issue in your life. Therefore, you can go and quantify any area in your life that you want because now you have time and because that's your purpose. Well, that's a really long version of it, right? But I'll just tell you something quick here. It's to help you liberate yourself from the grip of money so you can focus on what really matters to you. And what really matters to you? What really matters to you? Is it your family? Is it your kids? Is it more time? Is it having the ability to just go to a restaurant or go to somewhere and never have to look at the price? Whatever it is, my friends, that's what we want to help you do. And we're going to be able to create, and we will create 100 six-figure earners, we believe, by the end of this year with the stuff and the systems that we have in place. And we want to welcome you. We want to tell you that you can do the same. As a matter of fact, it would be an honor if we could coach you in being able to do that. But having a vision, what it does, it creates a picture in people's minds of being able to do things that they just didn't think were possible. It instills hope into your soul. It shows you that there is a better way, and it shows you the possibilities that are possible as long as you decide to run with us. What is your vision? Is your vision to change the world? Is your vision to help moms start working from home? What is your vision? Your vision is everything, and it's everything, and it's everything, and it's everything. Because if you don't have a vision, and your vision is not big enough, and your vision is small, you're never going to attract anyone but yourself, which probably is also another reason why some people are stuck in their business. Because their vision is as small as them. And what I mean by that is the vision only contains and only big enough to make one dream happen, and that's your own dream. Because you're constantly thinking about making money. You're constantly thinking about trying to get people in. And the problem is that you're thinking about it in a negative way, right? But if your vision is bigger than that, if your vision is big enough to fit other people's dreams, then we're talking. Then your vision's big enough to inspire and to bring people on board and to have people run with you. What is your vision? That's what a vision is.
Absolutely. So let's talk about that, okay? The vision is what connects people to who you are and where you're going. It's what says, I want to be a part of what you're doing. It's what sets you apart from Joe Blow selling the same thing as you. Why would someone want to join you over Joe Blow? It's the vision. Your vision is what connects the team together. If people believe in your vision, then they would stay around longer, okay? The next thing that helps build momentum is core desires, okay? You need to understand everyone that you bring in. You need to understand their core desire in business. What does that mean? Well, why did you join? I want to make money. No, that's a surface desire. A core desire is, well, why do you want to make money? I mean, who doesn't want to make money? I'm not asking about everyone else. I'm asking about you. Why do you want to make money? Well, because then I can do more. Well, how much money do you even want to make? I want to make $5,000. Okay, what is $5,000 going to do for you that you don't already have? Well, I can stop working. And why do you want to stop working? Because I hate working for someone else. Why? Well, because I don't like to do what people tell me to do. I want to build my own dream, my own vision. Well, what's your dream? To do X, Y, and Z. And how bad do you want to do that? Really bad. Well, why? Because I've never had an opportunity to do that. I want to be the first to be able to do that in my family. See, that's core desires, okay? When people start going in depth to the reason why that they're in business, you now can understand your team on another level. And what does that do?
Here's what it does, guys, right? What you just mentioned is really powerful, right? You basically take what their core desire is and you connect it to your vision.
Bam!
Because your vision can provide what they truly want. Now, what does that do? It does a couple of things, right? The person automatically is now taking their business on another level. They're not just going in there for materialistic things, which we call surface desires, which we'll get into another training, but they're going after what they want with passion and enthusiasm and with the mindset of doing whatever it takes. And now that they're connected to a vision, a higher calling, something that's directing their passion and their enthusiasm, now it's energy being directed in a way that it's going to give them the things that they want. See how powerful that is? You see how powerful that is? When you connect somebody's core desire with your vision, all of a sudden, that person goes from being a customer,
Woo!
being a distributor,
Woo!
to being
Here it is.
an evangelist for your vision, for the team's vision.
This is power.
And therefore, they all of a sudden become self-motivated because now they understand that what they're doing is far bigger than what they want. And everybody, including you, including us, doesn't matter if you're lying, okay? All of us want to be part of something bigger. Isn't that right? Probably the reason why you decided to get on here. It's probably the reason why you decided to stick around and watch all of this, because you're seeing where we're going with this. You're seeing that what we're saying is actually true because we are doing this in our own business. And guys, we want to invite you to be a part of that. We want to invite you and we want to share with you bigger and better concepts that's just going to blow your mind away. We want to truly help you out. We want to help you out, whether you're desperately failing in your business, whether you've been searching for a while and trying to see where am I going to get, it seems like a bunch of people are throwing all this information at me. I don't even get the internet. Does the internet even work? Does it really work? Guys, first of all, take a deep breath. Everything's going to be okay. Okay? You got your hands, got your feet, you can breathe, you're alive, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
You're just having a problem with creating momentum in your team, and we're going to show you right now how we're going to help you out. You got to be willing to listen. You got to be willing to take this today and apply it into your business. Cool?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thanks, man.
So once you have this and that connected, what is the next thing that helps develop team momentum? How do you introduce Big Mo to your team and become really good friends with them? The third thing is creating a movement. Okay? Creating a movement that gets people closer to the vision, which gets them their core desire. You seeing the cycle? Amazing, right? So what does the movement mean? Well, this helps develop culture, by the way. Which if you don't have a culture, no one's going to stick around. There's no culture. The culture is everyone quits. If you have a culture where everyone stays, then that's something different. So what does the movement mean? Well, let's say the vision of the team is to get, is to help people be, like for us, okay, let me, because I don't know what your vision is. I have to talk about myself here, right? So my husband and I, our vision is to liberate people from the grip of money so that they can quantify what matters most to them. Okay, so they can quantify what matters most to them. What does this mean? Okay? Well, if we can help liberate people from the grip of money, what happens? Then they can do whatever it is that they want. Okay? They can do whatever it is that they want. And whatever it is that they want, we want to help them do. So, in order to liberate themselves from the grip of money, what do they need to have? They need to have an overflow of money. They need to have an overflow of money. So, one of the movements that we currently have in our team today, it's literally just started, 10K in 90 days. That's what it's called. 10K in 90 days. 10K in 90 days. 10K in 90 days.
It has to be catchy, you know?
It has to be catchy.
It has to be something that's like, wow, that's sexy. I want to be part of that.
Heck yeah, 10K in 90 days. Hey, you can go ahead and you can use that if you want. I don't care. I'm confident in what we're doing, and I know it's working because our team is starting to see results. So we do something called 10K in 90 days. And we say, all right, who's going to join the club? So it's our team has a club within the team, okay? Our team has a club within the team, and not everyone can be in it. It's only a group of people who we know are willing to do whatever it takes. It's the people who are going to push, who are going to be in that pushing stage and aren't going to allow the stone to overcome them, but they're going to get that thing rolling.
Preach it!
Those are the people in that, and you know who they are, and you preach that. 10K in 90 days. That becomes your movement. It becomes your event. Now this changes constantly. Your movement will change. It should never be the same movement because it will always die out. It will die out. It can't be 10K in 90 days and then 90 days comes and no one's had it and you continue preaching it. No, it's retarded, right? Now if people do get it and a few people don't, they gotta join the next movement. Well, what's the next movement? It all depends on the season, right? It all depends. You're the leader.
What's your reason?
Yeah. Oh, he's a rapper.
Look, let me just share something that she just shared that's really powerful, right? You see, when you're creating your vision, when you're creating the vision, right? When you're creating the movement, right? What the movement basically is doing is basically embarking the whole vision, right, into a slogan, right? Now, why are slogans powerful, right? It's the same reason why when the president-elect, when elections come to pass, people have slogans, like you want jobs, vote for Bob, whatever. It's like a catchy slogan, right? And what a slogan does, it basically takes your whole vision, right, all of the sentences and all the paragraphs and all the things that you want to do, and it just throws it into one sentence, like in a slogan, into a symbol, right? So every time someone says 10K in 90 days, instantly, what it does in their mind, it takes your whole vision, and just like that, it's in them. It's in them. It's in them. It's in them. It's in them, right? It's like McDonald's. Like when you see a McDonald's sign, what's the first thing that you think about? A Big Mac, fries, dollar menu, right? That symbol automatically creates something in your mind,
That's
right?
Powerful.
And the same thing with the slogan and the movement. You're basically taking all of this and embodying it into your slogan, which makes it that easier, right? Would you rather start every webinar and every training explaining your vision, or would you rather say something more sexy like 10K in 90 days, who's excited, right? Instantly, they automatically connect the slogan with the higher calling, with this division.
Absolutely.
So this is like a really awesome training.
Yeah, it is. I know, right? And this is why I'm so excited for only the people who got on, because only they are getting the goodies. Everyone else, the 3,000 other people who have access to this training, aren't on it, okay? So listen to this, okay?
Hey, by the way, right, we have something for you at the end of the training, so you have to stay in order for you to get it, okay?
I'm excited. Okay, so how do you know it's a good movement? How do you create the movement? Well, it has to be catchy, like my husband said. Number two, it needs to be simple. It can't be 10K in 90 days, you have to get 125 million people. No. It has to be simple, reachable, realistic. It has to be simple.
She's good at that.
Okay? And then the last thing is that it has to be pluggable. That's not even a word, but what I mean is this, okay? That any new member that comes into the team, whether it's you who brought them in or your downline who brought them in, they have to be easily able to be plugged into that and not know what the heck. Like, they can't come in and be like, well, what are we doing? I just started. I don't know. It needs to be something where anyone can get in the middle of the journey and pick it up from there too. All right? They can understand what's going on and pick up the labor as well. Okay? So that's how you know it's a good movement. 10K in 90 days is working for us. Everyone is excited in our team. It's a hashtag. It's, you know, everyone's just talking about it. It's a movement. It's strong. It's powerful. And any new person that goes in, they immediately catch on to the movement and they get excited. Okay? So what's the next thing that creates Big Mo, that introduces Big Mo to the team so you guys can become best buds, right? Well, it's the events. Okay? This answers the question of how long should a movement be, right? Because I told you before, it changes. So your question should have been, if you were smart, right, it should have been, well, how long is the movement supposed to be? It's done through the events. The events allows you to see how long a movement should be. Okay, so go to this picture here. So I drew this for a reason. I know you guys are wondering, right? This is your vision, okay? From here to here should be a movement. Okay? From here to here should be another movement. And from here to here should be another movement. And then from there to there should be another movement. And you continue doing this cycle because as new people come in, they're starting here. And you want to connect everyone to the vision. So this should be, every event should be 3 months apart. Why? Because 3 times 4 is 12. That's why. You have 12 months in a year. Okay? And the seasons change every 3 months. It's just, that's how it works. You want 3 months because as seasons change, people change. 3 months is a long enough process to see significant results or not. You know, like you can see some change. Okay? So 3 months, right, or 90-day increments is how you want to change your movement. So you want to have an event. All right, it could be like a kickoff. I don't know if your company does it or if you want to do it, however you want. It has to be on a bigger, broader scale than your weekly patterns. It's like the whole team combined with another team. I don't care what you do, but you get everybody and their mother's mother at these events, and what you do is you set a date. So let's say the date is, you know, December 1st, okay? What happens? You'll say, okay, from now until December 1st, guys, we're going to be doing the 10K in 90 days game plan. Who's excited? And you get everyone excited. We got 90 days. We got 89 days, 87 days. Guys, 10K by December 1st. Everybody's got to get there. Who's going to be there? Who's going to be at this event with $10,000? And you start creating this movement that amps the whole team up, that gets them pumped up to take action, massive action, to show up at this event with that. Now, if everyone's going to say, hell yeah, everyone's like, yeah, that's going to be me. I'm going to show up with a 10,000. Does everyone do it? No. But what happens is they don't want to be left behind. They don't want to be the only one without the $10,000 within those 90 days. So what does it do? It puts fire up everyone's butt to start making a move for that date. That's how you begin creating momentum. The last thing that you need to create momentum, okay, we're not talking about...
This is some good stuff, by the way.
Yeah, we're not talking about, I mean, our next training, we're going to talk about how do you keep the glue in the team. Okay, this is just momentum. There's just so many factors to team culture, to team building. This is one of them. The last thing that you need is called the rooftop theory. What does this mean? The rooftop theory is when you leverage each other's results. You shout it off on the rooftops. You get a lead. I got a lead! You get a sale. I got a sale! Johnny gets a sale. Johnny got a sale. Yo, clap it up for Johnny. And you start making,
really good.
You make this camaraderie, right, where everyone is congratulating each other. Everyone's getting excited. What happens? The person who isn't producing, what do they want to do?
It gets them to say, holy crap, that grandma just got a result. I gotta damn start stepping up my game. I gotta produce a damn result. Everybody here in this team is freaking producing and creating results. There's no other way. This can't be a scam. It's not the system. It's me. And what it does, it gets the person to identify and to take full responsibility, which is the exact thing that's exactly what you wanted to do. You want that person to all of these results that people are getting. You want those results to corner that person and to finally start taking responsibility for their business. Because I kid you not, the moment we started taking responsibility for our business exploded. And the moment that you get your team to create, to make a decision, you're not making the decision for them. You get them to make the decision. You get them to admit. You get them to say, I'm taking responsibility, because everyone here is creating results, so there can't be no way in hell that the system isn't working, that the business is not working. It's me, and I have to change. When your team members start taking responsibility for their business, and you implement the rooftop theory, which I believe is just so badass, right? And you get everyone in your team shouting out results, whether it's a sale, whether it's a lead, it gets the people who are not producing, and it puts fire under the asses, right? It puts fire under their butts.
And here's what else it does. It creates social proof. So the people who wish they were on your team, they start getting on your team.
They're like, holy crap, I got to join that team.
I got to be a part of that.
I got to be part of that movement. Everyone there is making money. There's got to, and this is how it works, guys.
This is how you create Big Mo. So let's recap. You preach your vision, and you preach it every week on that weekly pattern. You get their core desires. Every team member, you have to know why. Because as it starts getting tough, you know when it gets tough? It's in November. The month before. The days leading into December 1st, the event, is when it gets tough. Why? Because some people are going to be extremely close to their goal. Some people are going to be extremely far from their goal. And most people get discouraged there. But remember that what I said in the beginning of this training, the problem is not the actions. It's the people that don't keep doing them. So regardless of the date and how close you are to the goal, you just got to keep preaching. Just do. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. I don't care how close it is. You keep going. If you don't hit it, we got another movement coming up. You hit it then. You preach those things, okay? You use their core desires when it gets tough because you say, hey, remember why you get started. Remember why you got started. I still believe in you. You still can do it. This vision can help you accomplish that. You preach those things. And then you create a movement, 10K in 90 days. Let's do it, 10K in 90 days. Simple, pluggable, right? You know the little things. And then you have an event. Man, we got that event. You better be there. You got to show up there with the $10,000. Why? Because you want this. Because this vision is going to help you. Look, everything's starting to tie in, right? And then you shout on the roof, dude, you got a sale? Bro, you got a sale? You start shouting it on the rooftop. And what happens? The other teammates start getting antsy. I got to start doing it. And the people who aren't on the team that are just watching, they're going to want to get in. This.
Oh, my goodness.
Is Big Mo.
Ah, man. Wow. You just literally your hands went into our pockets, and you literally stole this away from us. So here's what's going to happen, guys. We want you to enjoy your Saturday, and we also want to make sure you make a decision here, okay? Now, what am I talking about? You see, the reason why some of you guys haven't been getting the results that you want is because you guys haven't been truly performing the way that you know you could. And it's about time that you make a decision, and not only that you start directing your energies and your efforts towards a bigger cause, but you also have a strategy and a system to do it, guys. So what we're going to do right now, guys, right at this moment, okay, if you're watching this, we're going to give you the ability that 3,000 people who are on our list, our subscriber list, right, are just not going to get, all of them are not going to get the same opportunity you are. Because if you're watching this, if you're here, I want to let you know something. Man to man, woman to woman, man to woman, woman to man, right? It's your time. And the only thing that's holding you back from creating a massive team is not the system. It's not your business. It's you. It's until you take full responsibility and you make the decision right now to do so that things will change. So what I'm going to do right now, because you stuck around to the end of this video, is a couple of things, okay? This information, I think, was probably worth, about at least $500, right? All the stuff that we've invested, right? $500 of information you got for free. Totally cool. Why do we do that? Because we care about you, because we want you to succeed, because we don't want to hog all the information up. But now, this information is incomplete because now you've been exposed to quite the same information we were exposed about 12 months ago that completely rerouted and changed our life. We went from living in a basement, 5 months backed up in rent, to all of a sudden making more money than we could have ever possibly imagined, and it's only just the beginning. We went from struggling to keep a team, everybody quitting, not having any money, you know, making like 20 bucks from our business. So all of a sudden, every day we make money, and our team gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And here's what I'm going to do for you guys. If you're still here watching this, I'm going to invite you into being able to get your information, get your hands on the same information that we were able to get, right? And what I'm going to do for you guys is a couple of things, okay? When you make a decision today, I'm going to share with you the exact game plan and the steps that you're going to need to build a six-figure income in your business potentially with some of the information that we've gotten from six-figure earners, so it's validated.
Oh, yeah.
Seven-figure earners, it's validated, proof, okay?
I'm going to press it?
Yeah, and I'm going to press it right now, guys, and you're going to have the opportunity for only 5 minutes, okay? And what is it going to give you? It's going to give you our coaching.
A trial coaching program.
A trial coaching program. We're not only going to do a coaching strategy with you, but we're going to kind of look what's under the hood, right? We're going to see what's happening in your business, a business consultation that people pay $297, and won't you believe it that you're only getting it for $997. Not only that, but you're going to get a trial to our training center, okay? A 14-day trial to our training center, and we're going to invite you onto our team training for free.
Listen to this.
2 times.
Listen.
And you're going to see how we're building culture. We're going to see the information we share there. And you're going to see that you're at the right time at the right place. When you go ahead and click on that button that says, yes, I want coaching for $997. For God's sakes, guys, it's less than 2 gallons of milk. For God's sakes, if you have a problem investing $997, then I can promise you that you're probably having a problem getting people into your business, or let alone making any money. Because at the end of the day, guys, this information doesn't need you. You need this information.
Look, guys.
You need this training.
We would be retarded to sit here and tell you, become a member of our coaching program. I want you to actually see for yourself. Test it. Test it.
We are so confident that we're giving it to you for 14 days, one time, $997, and we have a surprise. When you make the decision, you get in for $997, we're going to have a surprise for you, okay? We're not even going to tell you that surprise until you go ahead and click on that button and you just activate your coaching, okay? And for those who are scared and skeptical, oh my God, I'm going to lose $997, right? We have a 24-hour return policy, okay, which we believe is for what?
Wussies.
Wussies, okay? People who are afraid to invest into themselves.
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with us and everything to do with you. When you go ahead and make a decision, if you made a decision to build your team, if you made a decision to build your culture, if you've made a decision to change and to take the next 90 days remaining of this year to create a more beautiful future in your life, then you want to go ahead and activate that coaching. Because one thing I've learned is that people will talk and people will say and tell you that they've made a decision until they're blue on their face, but it's not until a decision is backed up by an action. Right now is your time to back up your decision by an action. By clicking on that button that's throbbing, that's in front of your face, that's begging you to click on,
just
because this information will change. Yeah, we're so, man, we're not gonna look.
You're gonna love it so much. I'm pretty sure you're gonna stick around. But even if you don't, at least you got to test to see the information, and what we teach is going to help you. I mean, not that this is valuable enough. I mean, seriously, like, this is extremely valuable. Imagine what's on the inside of what we teach.
Guys, look, guys, I mean, we're not going to sit here and slam this down your throat. You know, you have the opportunity to get a strategy session 100% for free. You got the opportunity to get 2 live trainings with our team and see how we teach, right? See, how get into exactly more depth, right? Even more detail, right? And you also have the opportunity, right, to really partner up with us at a more closer level and work with us so we can help you and we can look under the hood and see what's happening with your business and we can help you out, guys. This is about you. This is about you making a decision, guys. And with about 2 minutes left, it's about time that you make a decision and click on that button. Because if you don't, guys, it's totally cool. Because by you choosing not to make a decision today, it's not going to hurt us at all.
Not at all.
We're going to continue to keep building. Our vision is going to continue to keep getting bigger. Our team will get bigger. And people who decide to make a decision to invest into the coaching are going to start seeing results. And a year from now, you're going to look back and you're going to say, I should have just freaking bought for $9.97. Should have just got it.
Should have just done it.
Should have just done it. And guys, a year from now, let me ask you something. Is a year really something that you're willing to wait just because you're looking and you're trying to do it on your own? Right? I mean, if you were trying to do it on your own, you wouldn't be here.
Really?
You're obviously here and you've watched all of this because you're interested in what we have to offer and because you have a problem in your business right now that you need a solution to. It's kind of like when you have a problem with your body. You're going to wait to go see a doctor? Are you gonna oh, what's going on here?
I have a call.
We have a call, right? So we have to actually end this because I mean, guys, people are joining us left and right, and it's not even about you joining us. It's about you getting the information that you need. But to be honest with you guys, we don't have any more time. Your time is up, and you need to make a decision right now.
Peace.